There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to GhostBox Live. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Just on cue. That's fantastic. And that's what was going on over here. It hasn't gone off now for about 30 minutes. Now it's going off again. Let's just get this thing started. Let's get the party started right now, right? Why not? Okay. Well, I don't know who the star of the show is at the moment. Okay, clearly it's not me. Are you a battery issue? Well, no, because the K2 is going off too a little bit. So if you're a spirit, can you have the light? I have a live audience member under my chair at the moment too. If you're a live spirit, could you get the light going on the K2? Can you like raise it to yellow or orange or whatever? Oh, now we don't want to play. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. That's how it works. Let's see now. Let's see if I can get through. Nope, I can't get through the opening. Okay, that's fine. I'm not sure if it's a battery issue or what, but if it goes off again, I might actually turn it off for a couple minutes just so that we can get started. My name is Greg Bakun, and this is GhostBox Live. Happy 4th of July. What we're going to be doing tonight is of course, talking to your loved ones, angels or whatever we want to do. But I'm also wanting to see if we can get anybody from the War of Independence, if we can get any founding fathers. I mean, I'm curious to know what everyone thinks about trying to contact famous people from the past. You know, is that good? Is that something that we think that we should be doing? I'm very curious to know what your thoughts are on this, and kind of go from there. I think we're going to have an active night. What I've been running into so far has been a number of things happening over my equipment table, my little creepy equipment table over here. So far, we have received two words that had come through the Ovilus. And now keep in mind, the words come from bottom up, okay? So the first one was empath, the second one wanted. So here's the message, empath wanted, okay? So, you know, what does that mean? We don't know. The flashlight was going off also. It's not going off at the moment. We'll see. We've heard the REM pod going off. So if any spirits are here, please continue having the REM pod go off. You made it go off once already. That's where the little green light went. And then right next to it, if you get near it, the K2, we would like that to go and become colorful and all that good stuff. So that's always something to look forward to. It was nice to see that we were getting some responses right from the start. I mean, obviously the equipment is upstaging me, but what can you do? One other thing that I'm doing tonight is last time on Tuesday, I did a live chat with a friend, and I had my K2 right here next to me, and it was going off a number of times. So although we have the K2 over at the ever famous creepy equipment cam with our disgraced Ouija board, I am going to have the Ouija board. I'm going to have the K2 right next to me here. You won't be able to see it, so you're going to have to take my word. If it goes off, I'll pick it up and go, look, it's going off. And of course, it won't at that point because that's how it works. But, you know, we live in hope, right? We really do. And we'll see what we can come up with because that's the whole point. You know, it's the experiment. This is always, to me, it's always an experiment. Whether or not we are getting, you know, any sort of spirit interaction or not. The experiment is what makes spirit come to us. And I know some of you are probably out there saying, Greg, this is equipment you're using that we've been using for, 15 years, 20 years, give us something new. But at the same time, I will argue the fact that I think that these are good pieces of equipment. I love using them, and I love seeing what we get from them. For example, I have about 30 some spirit boxes, and I seem to be using the same one every single time. But I do that because I do believe that, we have a good thing going. The last 3-4 weeks, we've been really hitting some good responses. We've been getting your loved ones. We've been getting a lot of interesting responses coming through. And I think to myself, well, why don't we keep going down that route until it stops working, okay? And then I always have a backup box in case that's something that we need to switch to or whatever. So we got that out of the way. One other thing I'd ask everyone to do, and we seem to have a pretty good crowd tonight, please consider sharing this video. Please consider letting others know that we're doing this because, first of all, as I always say, we never give our own energy to get spirit responses. But what I'd like to do is say that we want to put our intention out there. If you want to hear from Uncle Joe, that's the intention that you put out there. And from there, we try to, get more and more responses and get more and more people involved. And quite frankly, I really would like to have a number of people join in on us also. So please consider sharing this video to your friends, families, co-workers, whatever you'd like to do. Okay, so I see that the K2 is slightly going off. It was going up to the what would that be? So right now it's on green. It went up to the light green a couple of times. It kind of did a little bit of a fluctuation. So there we go. I mean, nothing too terribly groundbreaking there, but that's the whole hope, right? Is that we keep getting more and more things coming through. When I say things, I mean spirits. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, Lisa. Don, great name, Greg. Just love it. One of my favorites, to be very honest. There's a lot happening here. So let's just see what we get. Mr. Barry Strom, I missed your live tonight. Thank you for joining. I hope that you find this interesting. And if you pick up anything, let me know. Barry Strom and his wife Connie, they've been on my radio show a number of times, and I would highly recommend getting his book, Spirit Speak. There's, I think, 3 volumes out currently, right, Barry? Or actually, there's 4 now, isn't there? A couple with historical figures that Barry and Connie, they channel. They were using Ouija boards. Now Barry doesn't even need that anymore. He can just get them in. He's done at least one book. If you've done another, I've missed it. Just Talking to Jesus Christ. These are fascinating books, and when you have a chance to see him live, he brings messages from many people, including Jesus, archangels, all these different varieties. He's also been channeling aliens. Highly recommended. Barry, if I knew you were going to be on, I would have had a URL ready for you. Please put it in the comments so people can see how to get a hold of you. So yes. So I'm just kind of going through comments here. I'm gonna start off with speaking, trying to get a hold of folks from the the War of Independence is what I think I'm going to try to start with. But before we do anything, the one thing I'm going to ask everyone to do is if you are into this sort of thing, you don't have to, but I highly recommend it, especially after our last Spirit Box session last Sunday. I was alerted to some stuff not really going well in it. And part of it, for those who are listening, you will remember that the Spirit Box responses had a litany of vulgarity. Just from the moment I turned it on to the moment I turned it off, lots and lots of lots and lots of swearing coming through it. Then there was a name that came through I wasn't happy to hear come through. It's actually connected to a case I was working on, that we did not want to hear that. And so that's what I just, my own defense mechanism shot up. So I'm going to ask everyone, if you don't have to, but I would highly recommend it, that you do a kind of protection. And how that works is very simple. All you need to do is just shut your eyes and just imagine a small light in your heart. And it's a light of good, right? It's a light of friendship, love, your loved ones who have passed, your loved ones in your life. They all contribute to it. It's small, but you make it bigger. It emanates from your heart, gets bigger, 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 and it surrounds you. It's like just like armor, if you will. And then imagine it enveloping your house, enveloping everyone else in this house. I have someone else downstairs who lives here. There's a total of 3 cats in this house. I mean, someone said to me, oh, do you protect your animals also? Absolutely. You protect everybody. So you do that, and all you need to do is just be calm and just have protection. That's all it is. And I know it to some people, it's kind of like, really? Protection, what's all this about? What it does, why we do it, is because we don't want any spirits. We're talking to a lot of spirits tonight, a lot of people. We might even hear them, but we're calling them. We're this right now. We're going to be a beacon. I'm going to be a beacon. You're going to be a beacon. And all we're trying to do is get spirit responses. And doing so means that we're going to get spirits. We don't know who they are. And so we want to make sure that we're protecting ourselves from spirits that we don't know. Of course, we only ask for spirits of love and above. We only ask for good spirits. We only want spirits who want to communicate. We don't want to exploit the spirits. We're not doing this so that we can get a charge out of hearing their voices. Many of you who are asking for spirits tonight are your loved ones. You are asking for healing. You're asking for help. You're asking just for confirmation that they're all right. The spirits that I want to ask about tonight are historical figures who had molded this country. And I just want to make sure that, we only want to speak with spirits of love and light. Okay. So with that, I'm just kind of, when I stop talking to you all, what's happening is I'm just going through your comments, and thank you for sending them. Please don't stop sending them. Let me know where you're from. I know a number of you, but let me know where you're from, especially if you're from, far off in another country or something like that. I appreciate all of you taking the time to join in tonight. So what I'm doing is I'm just moving my arm. So to start it up, it's not really moving. I'm going to balance it a little bit. Can you show me yes, please? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Can you show me no, please? Side to side, side to side. It's a circular motion, if you can see it. I'm just asking for spirits of people whose loved ones are listening in right now. Can you please talk to us tonight? Can you please? So it's now saying yes, especially giving people that are asking specifically for loved ones. Please communicate to us through our box, our spirit box that we're going to be speaking with. Please talk to us. Please let us know that you're there. It's greatly appreciated. I also want to reach out. That was my hand that moved. I also want to reach out to some of the founding fathers of this country, signed the Declaration of Independence July 4th, 1776. So, which was a long time ago. Those are numbers that are attached to it that my brain can't do math that quickly. But can you talk to us tonight? If I call upon some of you, could you just say hello? Can you just let us know that you're there, please? Okay. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. Can you also communicate with us through the table that's next to me of little devices? Because that would be really cool if you could do that, so that there's other ways that you can communicate with us. Okay, so everybody, I mean, so we were getting a lot of yeses, so hopefully that becomes true. I'm going to turn this off. You're kind of turning it off, right? Once again, to spirits that I'm asking to chat with us. There's a number of ways that you can reach us. I'm going to be using a device that's with me right now, but please know that you can talk to us. If you come near this will go off like that. See, you're using it earlier, and I really appreciate it. Please continue using that. You got our attention. Please talk to us that way. You can also use that if I don't knock it off with my finger. You can go, if you go near it, it will light up also. So all you have to do with these two is go near it, right? Now, I do want to point out, I was starting to wonder if we were looking for so maybe to change the batteries on the REM pod. But, you know, I'm going near it and it shuts right off. You know, if the batteries are going bad on it, I would be, well, you would be hearing it if I got near it. So that's very cool. Also, right away, you know, as we mentioned, we had the two words that came through on the Ovilus, you know, empath wanted. So, you know, spirits, please continue talking to us through that. I think the K2 just went off again. Of course, when I, you know, zoom in, that is how this works. The flashlight was going off. This thing is kind of weird. I don't know really how well it works. So we're going to just remove it from the table altogether. And then just want to make sure this is still working. See how well that's working. It's been on, it's been off. All right, turn off. All right. So spirits, all you have to do is touch this and it will go on. Please consider doing so, okay? Now, I know a lot of you are putting a lot of questions out there. We'll get to as many as I can, but I want to be selfish to start with kind of my own thing there for a second also, if that's all right with all of you. Hey there, good to see you. Let's start with this for spirits. A couple things with having the REM pod going off right away. I'm a little discombobulated. I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect action right away, and of course now it's not happening at all. Starting up my recording device, I am using the Zoom tonight. As always, folks, record your sessions. You need to record them. Otherwise, if you go back, you may not get everything. So this is my July 5th, 2020 session. It's 10:21 p.m. We're going to be talking hopefully to a lot of loved ones, and you know, let's have a great conversation tonight. We only want to speak with spirits of love and above. Please use the equipment over at the table that I've been pointing to. I have in my hands a device that I do believe that you can hear your own voice. Please consider talking to us tonight and using it, because not only can you hear your voice if you wanted to, but we can hear your voice. Now, there's a number of people on here tonight that can hear your voice without the use of this device, but it's really fun to hear your voice. So please consider doing so. Going to do it's just the mass-produced PSP7, and we're going to do a reverse sweep on it. Let me know if it's not loud enough, as you always do. Good luck, everyone. Let's have some fun. We got the ghost of Billy Joel to start with. Turn this up.
Hi.
Hi. Did you hear that right away? Hi. What's your name? A little bit more. Can you all hear it? Now, as soon as we turned it on, the first thing we got was hi. Now, just so you know, I thought I heard your name, your first name. So we definitely got a hi. Christine heard Chris. Everyone seems to be hearing. So let's see what we can do here. First of all, yesterday was July 4th. And I would like to know if there is any of our founding fathers around who signed the Declaration of Independence. Could you say hello or anything, please? We got a couple things there. So we got something there. We're getting a lot of people who've heard Chris's name, and there's a number of people wondering maybe who it applies to. Does it apply to their loved ones or someone else? Alberta believes that her son. I hope that's correct. Chris, you said your name. If that's your name, is Alberta your mom? Yeah, it's not my first rodeo, Leanne. Thank you. And now I've heard a lot of people also say that they heard Peter come through. One of the things that I always say to folks is that it takes about 10, 15, 20 minutes in my mind, for this to start working, in a way that we're able to get some really solid responses. So I'm hearing like names coming through. So, spirits, if you've been saying your name, could you say them again for me, please? So, okay. So, our friend Flatfoot here had said hobby. And now I just thought I heard hobby again. And then someone heard happy birthday, which I also heard. Leanne also heard happy birthday as well. Antonia heard David. So we're getting names coming through. I asked for names. We're getting names. Let me ask, because it's been asked in the comments. Billy, are you here? Billy, your sister is here also. Could you say her name, please? Now I heard Peter again. And I've heard a number of you have said, here we go. They heard that. Now, it's not super clear communication yet, is it? But we're getting a lot of it. Try. So Judy is asking, or thinks as a possibility that it's Peter Minuit, is that correct? Founding Father of Delaware Bay? Peter, if you're involved with the War of Independence or any of that period of time, could you let us know if we got that correct?
Right.
Did it say that's right? Something like that? Hold on. This homemade situation I have set up here. If I get any sort of thing to my phone, it shuts the whole thing down. It's very Mickey Mouse organization over here. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of people are hearing right. That's right. Did I just hear popular? So we're getting a lot of stuff coming through here right now, which is really kind of cool. I'm just curious, for vanity's sake only. I am just curious if I could get Benjamin Franklin to come through. It's interesting, Lemon, when you just posted this, I thought I heard Bob again. All right, but Mr. Benjamin Franklin, is it possible for you to say just something to me, please? Yeah, I heard, like, it was kind of croaked out, wasn't it? Just, yeah. Now I'm gonna ask again, and then we'll get to some others. Okay, trust me. All right. I'm gonna ask one more time for Billy. I heard a number of people get iterations of that, which is interesting. Billy, can you please come through? Now I just got a yeah, okay? I don't know if that sounds like them. Billy, do you know your sister is listening right now? Your younger sister. I just got another yeah, but I don't know if that is connected, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of different names and stuff coming through, which is fun, but it's also kind of hard to decipher who's going to who. Billy, could you say the name of your sister, please? I might have heard it. I'm not sure. It sounded like, hey, man. Hey, man. Hey. What's your name? Welcome. Welcome to here. It's not like a woman just said, how are you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you? Good. You want to turn on any other devices? Oh, it just went out of focus for some reason. It almost sounded like somebody said water. Laura or water? Which I know they don't sound alike, but I only bring it up because I was drinking water when it came through. But it might have been Laura, too. All right, Don, because you've patiently asked 17 times on this broadcast. Now, sometimes I don't go back to people right away because we brought your Grandma Mary on a couple times. But I'll do it. Grandma Mary, are you there? Can you say hello to Don, please? Grandma Mary, Are you able to say your granddaughter's name? She's listening right now. Or say your own name, please. All right, Don, I haven't heard anything, but we can try again a little bit. Amber believed that she heard Ane, which I thought I heard it. Yeah, we definitely. I'm sure that's what I heard too. Whoever was saying Laura, if you're still here, are you saying someone's name or is it your own name? Could you let us know if it's your own name, please? Are you trying to reach out to Laura, listening in right now? No, nor am I, to be very honest. Now, it's interesting also that, Alberto, when you mentioned birthday, it was Chris's birthday, I assumed before you brought that up that that's what the happy birthday was for. Just my opinion. I agree with you. I mean, someone mentioned, well, yesterday was the birthday of America. That's true, too. It's just my feeling, for what it's worth, that I agree with you on that birthday thing. I wanted to bring that up at the time. I just hadn't, just wanted to bring that up, okay? I just thought I heard Ane again. Who's reaching out to Ane? Can you say your name, please, for us? Yeah. Ane, do you feel your Aunt Beverly here? Because I swear I got Bev come through. Let's see. Hannah. My mother, Stella Holmes from Australia, said she would always contact me if she could, and I haven't seen or heard anything in 12 years. We can try. Yeah. Yeah. Stella Holmes, your daughter would like to hear from you. You get a hello? Was that you, Stella? Stella, your daughter would like to hear from you. Could you say something for us, please? say girlfriend? This is okay. So we talked over it. I don't know. That almost sounded like it could have been like Stella or something. Stella, at any time could you say your name? Like, well, as long as I have this on, so that we know that you've been hearing us. Also, spirits, please consider turning on a device over here. Someone did so earlier. All right. Amanda. I've been wanting to hear from my grandpa, Eddie, really bad, and I know I've asked several times during your session, but he just passed in April and would love to know if he has a message for me. Eddie, could you reach out to your granddaughter, please? Amanda, I'm almost sure that we had Eddie come through before. Eddie, would you be kind enough to say your granddaughter's name, please? I'm just all right, leave the Doctor Who references out of it. You don't want to hear that around here. What brand of spirit box? Is that a leave? Did someone say leave? I'm not going to leave. Not leaving. All right, where are we here? I just heard a male voice say grandma. Do we have any grandmas on here whose grandson passed away?
Yeah.
This is why you have to record it, because there's stuff that comes through and it's just like, what is some of this? And you know it's something interesting or important. All right. Yeah, Francisco. I want to hear from my husband, Martin. Francisco. My name is Allison. He passed May of 2015. His birthday is June 8th. Morning. Martin, are you here for your wife, Allison? Martin, can you say something to us, please? Martin, can you say, can you please say your wife's name, just to let us know that you're here, please? You say Allison? It sounded like something very deep within the white noise. Could have been. If you said it, can I ask you to say it again, but more energy to it, because we just want to make sure it would make her very happy. Did you guys hear hello? Like really deep within the spirit box? Like someone said, hello? Okay, so I think we all did hear the same thing. That's cool. Allison, did you hear it though? That's kind of the important thing. John, where do we start? That's the real question, right? Matter of fact, we got it a number of times, it looks like. I didn't hear it myself. Now, there's nothing the matter. There's nothing the matter. We're just trying to reach out to spirits, unless you're talking to another spirit, which is also... Allison, did you hear your name? Because a number of people did. I thought I heard it also. I hope so. I hope it brings you some kind of warmth. Okay, so someone mentioned earlier me talking over spirits, and yes, I definitely do so, not purposely. We do have to try to keep things moving here, but at the same time, you never know when they're going to talk. So I might start saying something, and something comes through. It's something I can't help, but I do talk over them. I just don't understand. It seems like every week we only get 2 messages from the Ovilus. Can anyone say anything else in there for us, please? Just another word. It could be whatever you want it to be. I just want to see something else show up here. Can you do that for me? One more word. I just want one more word off that device. That's a deep voice. Got those a couple times, didn't we? Well, thanks for adding another word. Really appreciate it. Hold on. Don't forget, you can talk to us by having this go off too. Please consider. Celibate? Yeah. Shauna's been very patient. She asked, I want to know if my mom has a message for us. She passed February 22nd, 2020. I'm so sorry. I know what it's like. A lot of us do. I'm very sorry. It's hard to convey condolences when this thing is so loud, but please know I'm very sorry. It happened unexpectedly. It's been very hard for us. I understand. You have also mentioned that her name is Nuana Tiger. Nuana, can you please reach out to us, please? Can you say hello to your daughter, Shauna? Nuana, can you say your daughter's name for us, Shauna? Always tough because I always think I hear it. You know, when I ask for it, I always think I hear it. I don't know if I'm right or not. I thought I did hear it very quietly. Nuana, if you said it, is there a way that you could say it again, but maybe a little bit more energy, please? To say Shauna? Shauna, did you hear your name at all? Yeah, I did too. I did too.
Okay. Ready?
Good. Very good. I hope that helps. Now, early on, we did get a request for an empath. Spirit out there, is there a need for an empath still? Actually, I thought I saw the K2 go off. Spirit, is there a need for an empath? Can you give me a sign again as you did before? Spirit Box said yeah.
Is that
Who needs help? If you need help, could you say so through the spirit box, please? Now, a couple of you have heard the name Lisa come through. There are a couple of Lisas on here. Yeah, I believe so too. I actually thought I just heard my name. But it's so easy for it to be my name because it's just one syllable. And often I feel like I need to, I just need to kind of discount when I hear my name because it's so easy to have it actually be some kind of blip opposed to actually being my name. Let me ask you this. I ask this every time as we start to wind down. Are there any spirits that need help crossing over this week? Is there a spirit wanting to talk to Lisa? Is it a Lisa that is listening right now? Yeah. Are you trying to get in touch with Lisa Monk? Shadow passed behind me. If there are any spirits here that want to be crossed over, who needs help with that, we're here to do so. Are you needing to be crossed over? Can you either let me know through this device or light something up? Just let me know. Say yes.
Chris.
Got Chris again. What about spirits that want to be crossed over? Okay, thank you. That's what I've been waiting to hear. Before I do so, were you trying to get in touch with Lisa? Is this Lisa's mom? Okay. Okay. This is what I want to do, folks. Feel free to take part in this if you like. I'll need everybody's help and intention. First of all, let's do this. You know, Chris, you know your mom loves you, right? And misses you very, very much. I heard that too. Yep. Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible, that's for sure. Nice. All right, let's cross some spirits over. I'll need your help for this. For all spirits that want to need help, going crazy. All spirits who need help crossing over. Just focus, we're all focusing with you on a white light that is small and that is opening up for you right now. Okay? It's opening up. That is your passage to move over, to cross over to the other side. You just need to walk towards it. It's a doorway. Okay, yes. You need to walk towards it. Do you see it? Do you see the doorway? Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. You just need to cross through the doorway. That's all you need to do. A loved one of yours will be there to help you the rest of the way. We're helping so far, and then someone else will be taking it on from there, okay? Have you crossed? Has everyone who wanted to crossed? Is there anybody who has not crossed that need to cross? Cross over. Cross over. It doesn't matter. If you don't think you're good enough to cross over, you're wrong. You have every right to cross over. You have every single right to do so. Whatever you think was holding you back, just let it go and walk through, okay? Cross. All of you. All of you can cross. You all over? You all done? You're all allowed to do it. You're all worthy to cross over. Okay, I feel it now. All right, good. I don't know how many of you are feeling tingling at this very moment. Holy cow. Lots of energy. And to me, I always look at that as, what is it? You don't, it's the doorway. It's a doorway for you to cross over and complete your mission. Complete your journey from this earth to your next level. Okay. I'm glad you're able to cross.
One.
All right. Good. With that, I close the session. I'm trying to close the session. They don't want to close yet. It is dimensions, right? They see it for what it is. Spirit, do you have anything else you want to say to us before I shut down the session? Then I'm shutting down the session. Spirits, thank you very much for talking with us. I'm shutting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it turned back on. Wow. I shut down. Don't turn back on. REM pod's starting to go. Why don't you touch it all the way? Why don't you make it completely go off? You did it earlier. Someone did it earlier. Can you do that? Can you have it go off completely for me? Last time we only got the green. Can you do another color also? Do it again. I will not be told what to do. That's what I'm feeling like they're saying. Don't tell me to turn on the green light. I would ask you consider to fully get close to it, and it will, all the colors will go off. Could you do that for me, please? Could be. Either child or someone who not really sure what it's supposed to do. Maybe they don't like it. Maybe they don't like me, which is impossible, of course, right? I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, come on. So, very chaotic tonight. Lots of energy coming through. You all did a very good job of listening and picking up stuff. And, you know, the thing that I want to point out to all of you, if you're not understanding this, is that you're all getting the same responses. So that's a good thing. That means that you're all hearing the same thing, that we're all hearing the same thing. And that's how we make this work, is that we are going off of, thank you, right? Oh, that's kind. Thank you. This wasn't a cry for help. I just was more to the spirits, but thank you all the same. But you're all hearing the same thing. We're all on the same page. let's just, keep this going. I look at this as a way for us to talk to our loved ones, but also an experiment of sorts that we're all being able to pick up. We're able to pick up these different messages and whatnot. So this is really good. Now, I do want to point out to all of you, however you want to do this, just like we did last week, we're done with the spirit box communication. This is where we tell spirits that our communication is done. Our loved ones can stay with us. That's totally fine, but not all these other spirits that are around here. I don't know if we picked up anybody who worked, who was a soldier in the War of Independence. I'm not sure. A number of, spirits that are here. Right now, we close off, just think of like steel walls going up around your house. We're closing this session off. Do this, do whatever you need to do. I like to put on some Florida water just to rub away all of that. And that spirits are not allowed to talk with any of us anymore. We close this session. Apart from your loved ones who can always reach out to you, give you warmth, give you help. But as far as spirits that we don't know who you are, no, okay? This session is over. I am thrilled because you had a lot of interaction tonight. I'm super, super pleased that this worked out for you. Lemon, how do I find out my spirit guide's name? Ask. Honestly, I mean, ask the question, who's my spirit box name? Oh my God. Who's my spirit guide's name? And if a name comes to you, that's a good chance that is who it is. And then, ask the question, because that's what being intuitive is, right? Is that it just comes to you and it's like, first reaction is best reaction. So consider that, and then you ask questions like, is it a family member? Is it a grandpa or something like that? You ask the questions, and what pops in your mind, you're not too far then from the truth. That's my opinion, at least. Also you can go to psychic mediums and ask them if they can help out in some way, which brings me to my next point that I wanted to make sure I got in before we close down tonight, and that is my friend Ane. She does one question readings Tuesday and Thursday nights. She does them right here on Paranormal Warehouse. She does them also on her Facebook feed, Tarot by Ane. What we do tonight, she does on a much grander scale, where she's not using equipment. She is using her gifts to bring in spirit communication. One question readings is what it says it is. It's people asking a question, such as, did I make the right decision buying a house? Will I get a house? Am I going to do this or that this year? And she'll answer them. I would also highly recommend that you also consider doing a session with her. Go through her site, ane.org, to schedule a session, a 30 or 60-minute session. Quite frankly, you get a lot of information from your family, or whatever question you want. She will do her best to answer them. I highly recommend it. So Tuesday night, she is on at 6 Pacific, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, and she'll tell you when she's on Thursday, but I believe it's just an hour earlier, so that'd be 5 Pacific, 7 Central, and 8 Eastern. Highly recommend it. I listen, I watch as much as possible, and it's well worth it. I'm no expert, okay, but I find it impossible that none of us do not have spirit guides. When people, and I'm not saying you don't say you don't have a spirit guide, but when people say, oh, I don't have a spirit guide, it's probably because you're not hearing them. And once again, Amanda, I'm not saying that's what your situation, but you run into people, I don't have that. You do, you're not listening. So Amanda, I think everyone has one, at least one, if not more. And from that point, It's just a matter of listening. And sometimes your spirit guide is as simple as your intuition. There's cars coming in both directions. Is this a time for me to drive out, and take that left, while all these cars are coming by? Nope. Okay. That's your intuition. That also might be a spirit guide. It's just always, for all of us, right? It's about listening. It's about listening to what your body says. It's listening to what's coming into your mind. We're always bringing in communication. We're always getting spirit communication. It's just us to determine whether or not we're listening. It's not necessarily going to be in their voice. It's going to be in our voice, more than likely, I believe, at least. Others will come by and tell you something different, but you have them. So that was probably a much more grand response than you ever really wanted, right? As always, please, if you need help, if you come off this session and you're just not feeling right, send me a note through Facebook. You can friend me on Facebook or follow me, whatever you'd like to do. Always love to stay in communication with folks. Also, if you need help with paranormal stuff, I'm a paranormal investigator, obviously. My group is Minnesota GhostBox, but I travel around the country and consult. So if you need something, let me know and we can talk about it. You can go to also my website, mn-ghostbox.org. And what that does is it has a lot of my spirit box evidence. Some of the really good stuff is on there. You can email me, Greg at mn-ghostbox.org. I'm on Facebook. Minnesota GhostBox is on Facebook. For those in the Midwest, I do events, Parafriends events. Check us out there. We haven't done anything this year because of how the world is working at the moment, but we're hoping to. So please reach out if you need to. I'm here. This is not just something we do about just to do. I mean, this is paranormal to me is about helping both you and the spirits. That's what we're here for. So if you need help, please do so. Leanne, if you need help, reach out to me. Let's talk. Let's see what we could do. I also know a lot of paranormal investigators around the country. So if it's not something I can help with, then I can hopefully recommend some people for you. So that being said, as always, folks, thank you so much for taking the time to to be a part of this, to take part in this. This can't be done without you. So thank you very much. I'll be back next Sunday. We're going to do more discussion. If we didn't get to you this week, let's try next week. I do apologize. This stuff takes a while to get through. Plus, I have my own agenda of who I want to speak with. So, we'll just keep doing this and we'll just keep getting stronger responses. The more we do this, the more responses we get. Don't forget, Ane is on Tuesday. She starts at 8 p.m. Central Time. I looked that up because that's my time. And, do your one-question readings. It's well worth your time to do so. Thank you, everybody. Really enjoyed this, and I will talk to you next week. Have a great week, everybody. Goodbye.